This week, the U.S. House of Representatives has voted 352 to 65 to ban TikTok from app stores unless it divests from its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. The vote comes amidst worries that TikTok poses a national security risk and that it could pass American users' sensitive data to the Chinese government.
And you spoke in your opening statement about a firewall relative to the data, but the Chinese government has that data. How can you promise that will move into the United States of America and be protected here?
Or so the U.S. government claims. The bill to ban the app now moves to the Senate, and if it passes, then to President Biden's office for approval. TikTok responded to the House vote on Twitter by saying the process was secret and the bill was jammed through for one reason: it's a ban. We are hopeful that the Senate will consider the facts, listen to their constituents, and realize the impact on the economy, 7 million small businesses, and the 170 million Americans who use our service. Indeed, influencers and users of TikTok alike have been up in arms, protesting this ban as it would affect the livelihoods of many online content creators.
What the fuck is going on? Let me get this straight. Right now, the U.S. government is putting all of its efforts into banning TikTok. Meanwhile, some of the most heinous actions against humanity is happening right here in America.
And TikTok CEO Shou Zi has publicly claimed that the Chinese government has never asked the company for its data and that TikTok would refuse such a request.
Congressman, I have seen no evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided it.
Well, you know what? I find that actually preposterous.
I have looked in. I have seen no evidence of this happening. And in order to assure everybody here and all our users, our commitment is to move the data into the United States to be stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel. So the risk will be similar to any government going to an American company asking for data.
TikTok, which hosts short-form video content, is the fifth largest social media platform in the US by active users and is especially popular with Gen Zs and millennials. It was the second most downloaded app in 2023 and has had the highest engagement rate of any social media platform. And now the FBI and Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, have warned that TikTok can scrape user data, including browsing history, location, keystrokes, and biometric information, and share those with the Chinese government.
While many consider TikTok to be just another video sharing app, in reality, TikTok has been functioning as a massive surveillance program, collecting vast swaths of personal data from more than 1 billion people worldwide. This includes data from the personal devices of federal employees, contractors, and most concerning, U.S. military service members and their families at places like Fort Bragg in North Carolina. As Fort Bragg's congressman, I have serious concerns about the opportunities TikTok gives the Chinese Communist Party to access the non-public sensitive data of our men and women in uniform. This personal data and location information can be harvested and could be used for blackmail, to conduct espionage, and possibly even reveal troop movements. While the Department of Defense and most agencies have banned TikTok on government-issued devices, I believe more needs to be done at the command level to urge troops and their dependents to erase the app from the personal devices and keep them off home Wi-Fi. Having an app banned on a device in one pocket but downloaded on your device in the other doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
The FCC has been calling for a TikTok ban as early as 2022, with its commissioner Brendan Carr claiming that TikTok is not just another video app, that's the sheep's clothing. It harvests swaths of sensitive data that new reports show are being accessed in Beijing. In response to these concerns, Mark Cuban, famous investor and entrepreneur, has called for all social media platforms to publish their algorithms. He said on X, "My view on the TikTok ban: any social media platform that allows users under 18 must publicly publish their algorithms. There will be plenty of people who will publish how their algos work so parents can be smarter about what their kids are seeing, just as X and Elon Musk currently does." TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is headquartered in Beijing, where it is under Chinese government regulatory oversight. American lawmakers are especially worried about this in the midst of an election year. There are also concerns that TikTok is fostering anti-Semitism and conspiracy theories with its content, including pro-Palestinian and pro-Russian videos. If the bill passes, then ByteDance would be given 6 months to sell its ownership shares of TikTok to a non-Chinese company, or TikTok will be removed from app stores and web access will be blocked in the US. So if a ban does occur, how would it affect investors? Well, banning the app could negatively impact the e-commerce market for small businesses and big brands, not to mention the countless creators on TikTok. TikTok generates as much merchandise sales of roughly $20 billion per year worldwide. A ban could cause the US portion of this e-commerce share to go to companies competing in the space like Shopify and Instagram Shopping. It could also benefit TikTok's rivals in the social media spaces like Meta and Twitter, now called X. President Biden has indicated that if the House and Senate passed the bill, that he would sign it into law. So where do you stand on this issue? Should TikTok be banned in the US? Should consumers have the right to know how their data is being used? Should all social media platforms openly publish their algorithms, as Mark Cuban suggests, or at least be under the same scrutiny as TikTok or face a ban? Comment below and what you think is likely going to happen and what should happen. As always, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more coverage on this story and much more.